Hello my friends and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about spring inspiration for a DIY wardrobe. We're going to mostly be looking at ruffles and frills and gathers and anything really hyper feminine, hyper girly, really cutesy, kind of coquettish, adorable, sexy but cute. You get the vibe. Now I'm gonna come right out with it. The reason why we're doing this is because I am hosting a make-along called the Frill Seekers Make-Along, and I'm gonna be hosting it from April 1st until June 1st. Now what is a make-along? I'll get into it real quick. It's essentially a group making event online. It exists on Instagram. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making anything in the category of frills, ruffles, gathers, rickrack, all that stuff. Anything swiggly, swirly, knit, sewing, crochet, whatever you want to do. And I'm really excited about it because it's fun to change things up every once in a while. All right, so all that being said, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm going to share with you a bunch of inspiration for all of this. So let's get into it because I'm really excited and I've got a lot of things to talk about. One of the things I've been really inspired by lately is Ruffle Socks. I talked about this in a recent video if you want to watch it here, but I've been really feeling the whole like little ruffle socks over an unconventional shoe. Like for example, you know, a little ruffle sock with a sneaker. I recently bought a new pair of sneakers and I'm really excited to wear them with ruffle socks. So I figured I have to make ruffle socks. And I started to do some digging and I found some amazing patterns that you can make ruffle socks with. So why don't we get right into them? The first one is the petite knit ruffle sock. This is a classic. I feel like you see this one everywhere. It's basically a vanilla sock pattern with the little ruffle on the top. And it's a top-down pattern, so you knit it from the top down, and then it's a vanilla sock the rest of the way. So it's nice and basic. If you like petite knit patterns and you've made petite knit patterns, this one might be a good one to go with. You might even already own this one because so many people own it. It's very popular. And, you know, it's a good place to start. But there are several others that we'll get into, including two free ones. One of the free ones is the soft ruffle sock from Allison Schmidt on Ravelry. Like I said, a free pattern, and I think this one's so cute. It's like a little shorty sock, but it's got the ruffle rather than like at the top, it's in the middle of the cuff, which I think is very clever, very cute. And I really, really love how the ruffle is in mohair. So it just adds that like extra little bit of whimsy. I think it's really sweet. It's also a very easy way to use up some mohair. Like why wouldn't you do that? Like who doesn't want to use up some mohair? So, I mean, unless you don't have mohair hanging around. I have an absurd amount of mohair just laying around. And so I would like to use up my mohair, please and thank you. So the soft ruffle sock I think is a really good option. If you want a free pattern and you want something maybe slightly different from a few of the other ones, it would be a good one to go with. Can't hurt. This one is definitely on my list. I have bought one pattern already that we're going to get into in a little bit, but this one is a nice free option that I'm going to definitely take advantage of. How many socks can I knit in the next 2 months? I don't know. We're going to find out. The next one is also free. It's from Drops. This is another top-down pattern. It's a very short sock, so if you want just like a little bit of your sock over your sneaker, that's a really good one to go with. I haven't ever made any free Drops patterns. I don't know what they're like. I imagine there's not a lot of like hand holding because it's coming from a like, you know, a bigger manufacturer, a bigger yarn manufacturer, but who knows. If you have made these socks before, let us know what they're like in the comments. It would be good for other people to know. Other than that, I think it's a nice free option, and it's great to have another free option. We love free things. Here's a free ruffle sock. Now you've got 2 on your list. Let's keep going. The next 2 are not free, but they are really lovely. So I kind of coupled them together even though they are separate patterns. It's the Midnight Dancer sock and the Midsummer Dancer sock. The Midnight Dancer sock is a ruffle sock, like kind of a vanilla sock, and then you've got the ruffle, adorable, and then the Midsummer Dancer sock is a lace pattern sock with the ruffle. I personally love this one, but I wanted to include both so you can kind of see like the 2 sides of the very sort of similar sock shape and, you know, ruffle sock from the same designer. And I haven't made one of her patterns before. If I get through the one that I purchased, which was not this one, and I get through the soft ruffle sock, this one might be a contender. But 3 socks in 2 months feels a lot for someone who rarely ever makes socks. Regardless, I think this one is adorable. It's also top down, and you start with the ruffles and then you go on to the lace. I think it would be really fun to try lace. I haven't ever done lace, let alone lace socks. And that's not true. I've made one lace pattern, but I've never made lace socks. And I think these, especially with the sneaker, to me is just like, it's so cute. It's so cute. Or with a little pair of like fancier clogs, or like little like Doc Marten, like the little brogues. Oh my gosh, like Oxfords, adorable. I just really am like loving this juxtaposition of hyper feminine and a little bit edgier, a little bit more street style, a little grungy, you know? I just think it's so cute. It's so fun. My chair's turning. There we go. Okay. Moving on, last socks on the list are the Lava sock from Le Pole. And this is the one that I bought. This one is a toe-up pattern, and I've never done a toe-up sock pattern. I've only made a few socks in my life. And it also has twisted rib. I didn't realize this until after I bought it. You would think that you would look, you know, at the details before you purchase something. I did not. I just was like, that's pretty, I'll make that. And then I realized after that it's twisted rib throughout the majority of the sock. So that's gonna be a bit of a challenge on my hands. Those are all the sock patterns that I found. Let's get into some more knitting patterns, and these are garments that you can wear. So the first up is the So Frilled tee, and I just found this because someone commented on my make along post and was like, you should look at this. And I love it. It's like that, again, that 90s vibe that I was talking about with the sock, with just the wavy hem, not like the full ruffle. It's like that, but on the t-shirt. And I really would actually quite like to make this. I don't think I'll necessarily have time during the cal, but the nice thing is you don't have to finish it during the cal. You can just cast it on. And I would like to make it a bit shorter in the sleeve, like, yeah, kind of up here. It's a bit longer of a sleeve. I think having it a bit shorter will kind of contribute to that 90s vibe, but it's got a really cute little crop. I think it's really sweet. It's a very like cute t-shirt pattern. It's like basic, but not basic. I think it's just really fun, like a little flirty. I would love to make something like this. I think I actually have yarn in my stash that would be perfect for it. So we'll see. I'm gonna maybe try to get to it. But I also did just post like a whole video on spring knitting that I want to do. You can watch that there if you would like to click on it and take a look. But I just did a whole video on spring knitting. Okay, next one is the Made You Dream blouse from Ocean Knits. She has a whole series of made you milkmaid top patterns that are, and dresses as well, I believe, that are really, really cute and flirty and fun. Those are the keywords of this video if you haven't yet clued in. This one holds mohair and fingering weight yarn together, and it gives that halo, floaty, ethereal vibe to it. I think it's really pretty. You've got the little ruffle sleeve, puff sleeve, little tie at the bust. So sweet and cute. I think this one is a really good fit for this make along. I would love to know if any of you plan on making this. I want someone to make this. It's so cute. Okay, next up we have the Jessie made butt shorts. And I really like the idea of these shorts. I've wanted to make them for ages, and I don't know how much wear I would get out of them. Like, I don't really see knit shorts being very practical in my wardrobe, but they are lovely, so cute. It would be really cute to like lounge in at home, really soft and comfy. But also, you put on a pair of like jelly sandals. I'm just leaning into like the big baby vibes here. You put on some like jelly sandals and your tote bag and your sun hat and you go to the beach. That's a really cute outfit. And then lastly, we have the Vienna blouse, and this is from Sandus Garn. I think this one is so cute, and it's really on trend with the little tie blouses right now, but you see most of those in sewing patterns, and you know, there's like that Ghani top that everybody has and everyone is making. I think this is kind of like the knit version of that. It's so cute. I really like the ties, and I really like the little ruffly bottom. I also really like how they styled this both with the ties in the back and in the front, so you can wear it reversibly. It looks pretty comfortable to wear it both ways. The neckline doesn't look like it's riding up too much in the front when you wear it with the ties in the back. I think that's a pretty cute way to style it. This one is maybe gonna get a bit too warm to wear, but it is really, really cute. And it looks like it's tin silk mohair held double. So you got silk mohair, two held together. Really, really cute. It's mostly in stockinette, and then you've got the, looks like I-cord bows. That's adorable. I don't know that this is something that I'll get to this season, but I think it's a really good option if you're looking for something like this that kind of goes with like the Ghani vibe, like I was saying, but maybe you don't sew, and so this would be a good way to get something like that. You could also make it short sleeve really easily and then have again that same sort of situation as the Ghani shirt. Speaking of the Ghani shirt, let's get into sewing patterns that you can make to participate in this make along. Starting with the Sid tie dress, which is very much inspired by Ghani. You've got the long sleeves, you've got the tie in the front. It could be a blouse or a tiered dress. It also looks like you can make it sleeveless, so it has a few different options that you can play around with here. This one's really sweet. It came out quite recently. I've been seeing a lot of people dupe this pattern or dupe the like Ghani blouse, and so this would be kind of a good way to do that without having to try to like hack it on your own. You could just buy this pattern and know that it's probably going to turn out pretty cute. Another option is the Ruffle brunch set, and I think this one is actually like a really good bang for your buck because you've got the top and pants or shorts. So cute. Again, it's that very similar like tie front blouse, but this one has bottoms that you can wear, and it could be a little like ruffle pant. The ruffle on the bottom is so cute, or the ruffle shorts. This is one that is actually on my list and is very much in my like style language. I think it's just really fun for summer and for spring, really light. I like that you can wear them like mix and match. You can wear them together, you can wear them separately. I think with in linen, it would be really cute. I would probably do this in like a solid linen and it would just feel really comfy. I bet it would just feel really nice to wear and just be really great throughout the spring and summer and really just cute and comfy and breezy and nice. So I could actually really see myself making this one. I do really like it a lot. Next up is the Tammy handmade ramen dress. I think this is so pretty. I wish there were more photos of it, but it's just got little ruffles in between the tiers. I think it's so sweet and subtle, but it is very fashiony. Like you're still seeing a lot of this sort of thing being made right now. Like I feel like Reformation makes a ton of stuff like this. You're seeing a lot of like the Scandinavian brands making stuff like this. It's very, very pretty, but it has a little bit of that like sweetness, little cutesiness, but you've got quite an open neckline with the spaghetti straps. It's very, very pretty. I would love to make something like this. One that is definitely on my list is the damsel top from Robert Wood Sews. They also have a dress pattern that you have to buy separately, but it's essentially the same pattern but with a skirt. I think it's so cute. I love the bows and I love the little ruffle bottom. The shearing, the like thick, beautiful shearing is so pretty. It looks really cute in this sort of like silky, satiny fabric. You can dress it up really, really nicely and have it be just a really sweet little summer top. But I can also see it being in linen and just being really casual and really cute for the summer. I love this one. I like really want to be able to wear the dress, but I'm not always like a dress person. So I think the top is actually a kind of a good in between. I really would love to make this. I think it's just adorable. I do always kind of get bummed out by Robert Wood's patterns because they are a bit more expensive and you only get one size. This one's a bit cheaper. It's 18 pounds, but it's still quite expensive for like 2 sizes. I think this one comes with. Yeah, it comes each one. Every time you buy it, you get 2 sizes as opposed to like a full size range. But I also understand that their patterns are like they're really specific and they're often not that easy to grade. So maybe that, I think I get why they do it, but it still is a bit of a bummer. And so yeah, those are some of the patterns that I think would be really great to make for the make along. I'd love if you were to join in. Let me know in the comments if you think you'll join in for this make along. Remember, it is from April 1st to June 1st. You don't have to have a finished project. It can just be something that you started, and then you can use the hashtag FrillSeekersMal and you will be entered to win the prizes, and I'll be announcing prizes as we go, which is really fun. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more me-made content, sewing, knitting, all that good stuff. And if you want to watch my last video, you can click right here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!